So congratulations to all of you for having successfully completed your ICSE and entering into ISC. I send a message, read it. So don't read it in a hurry. Even if you have read it again in the evening after the class when you are free at home, just read it. There's a lot of things to reflect on. It's a high reflection, a lot of things to not just read and throw it, not like I've taken a lot of time to write it because personally I have written because whatever you have achieved, it's a great achievements in life. So take your time, read it, reflect over it. So anyway, congratulations to all of you, all those who scored less marks, more marks, high marks, average, everybody. No problem. These are pandemic times. Sometimes our wishes and desires are not fulfilled. Never mind. Are you able to hear me? Just raise your hand because we changed the classroom. Okay, yeah, very good. Nice. Thank you. We changed the classroom because others are having exams. So we got another classroom for Zoom class. This camera is very good. That's what they're saying. So the in charge, Jeffin sir says this camera is excellent. So we shifted to another classroom. Let's see how better it is. Good. So today I thought I will just discuss with you the question answers. So you take the Tempest workbook. Some of the answers are little tough. So are you relaxed? Okay, you must relax. All your tensions are gone now. Exam tension and the result, that's all gone. Now just be cool and start studying. Since day after yesterday and yesterday some kept troubling me, I also decided to relax. So evening I went and I had a haircut and I am also trying to relax. Okay, good. Take page number 25. Is it in page number 25? Okay. What we will do is maybe those who have written can just raise hand. They'll announce a number, then you raise your hand. Somebody will read out the answer. If there is anything to be added or anything to be removed, I will tell you. I suppose some of you have written. Let's see. Question number 1, read the following passage and answer the questions that follow. Gonzalo, good, and remember whom thou hast aboard. Then boatswain. That's the passage. First answer question number 1. Who are the royal people aboard the ship? That's the easiest question. Let's see who has written. Just raise your hand. Okay, right. Shubham.
Good morning, sir.
Yes. Just read the answer.
Sir, the royal people present on the ship were Antonio, Alonso,
Okay.
Sebastian, Ferdinand, Gonzalo, and other royal passengers.
Okay, the answer is correct, but it's not perfect. What is the question? Who are the royal people aboard the ship? Royal means king and his people, kingly people. Yes. Therefore, whose name must come first?
Alonso.
That's the thing. So it should be Alonso, Ferdinand, Sebastian, his brother, Gonzalo, Antonio, like that. Okay, very good.
Okay.
So that is the answer is correct. So these are the people who are the royal people on board. Aboard the ship means inside the ship, traveling by the ship. Next question. What has the boatswain said just before the start about these people? Okay, who has written? Let me see. This is little tough, not so tough, little tougher than the first one. Okay, Aditya Jaiswal. Okay. Yes, Aditya.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So the answer is before this extract, Gonzalo told boatswain to maintain peace. In reply,
no, you're going wrong. What has boatswain said? What
I
has?
was explaining.
Yes,
I was
you said.
Explaining why boatswain told.
Okay, just read again. Let me hear.
Before this extract, Gonzalo at first told boatswain to maintain peace. In reply, the boatswain told, in such a worst condition, how we can maintain peace and you don't disturb and go into the cabin.
Answer is correct, but not polished. Not polished. What is the question? What has the boatswain said just before the extract about these people? You must start either saying the boatswain said about these people some time back, or you must start just before the extract. The boatswain said about these people the following. So something of that sort. What did he tell them? To go inside the cabin and not to disturb them. You are helping the tempest. You are helping the tempest. You are not helping us. You are helping the tempest to take the turn so that we all will die. So simply I have to say that only. What has the boatswain said just before the extract about these people? So boatswain was trying to save the ship from hitting the shore. These people were disturbing him. So he had asked them to go inside the cabin and not to disturb them. That's what they had said. Very good. Next one, question number 3. What does the boatswain request Gonzalo to do? What does the boatswain request Gonzalo to do? This is about the present one. Somebody raise hand. Nobody has written. Even if you haven't written, also doesn't matter. Somebody has to answer. You are no more in 7th class, 8th class, and all. Okay, you are in higher classes, right? And they sure. Some problem with your network, I think. There's something wrong with your network. Make yourself. Okay, so disturb you. You try to speak? No. You mute yourself. Not disturb you. Anybody else? Somebody else? Okay, Anushka. Anushka?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, boatswain requested Gonzalo to use his authority and control the wind and waves and bring peace at that moment. And if he cannot do so, then give thanks for living so long and get into the cabin to make himself ready for the misfortune to happen.
Very good. Excellent. He asked him to command the elements. Elements means water, wind, and all those things. Elements, to calm the elements by his authority. If he cannot, please go into the cabin and prepare himself to face death. Very good. That's nice. Next question 4. What is referred to as the mischance of the hour? How could they save themselves from the mischance? Here there are 2 questions. When there are 2 questions, you have to answer them separately. Because when there are 2 questions, they carry equal marks. What is referred to as the mischance of the hour? How could they save themselves from the mischance? Okay, somebody? Anushka, can lower your hand. Come on, make it fast. If you don't give the answers, we'll be very slow. Yes. Ananya Jaiswal, okay. Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, the furious storm is referred to as the mischance of the hour.
What is that? The storm.
The furious storm.
Okay. You read the rest. That's the first part. That is, how could they save themselves from the mischance?
By controlling the ship and keeping it away from the shallow water.
See, second part is correct. Second part is correct. First part is not correct. To controlling and keeping the ship away from the shore. Why? So, what is misfortune? Mischance is misfortune. What is a possible misfortune? If the second part is to keep away the ship from the shore and save it, what would be the misfortune? Come on. Ananya. Okay, doesn't matter. The misfortune is the possibility of the ship getting wrecked. That is the misfortune.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. No problem. That's how we learn. What you said is correct. There is a furious storm. The tempest is on. And the misfortune is the possibility of the ship getting wrecked, ship getting destroyed. And what is the second part is correct. How could they save themselves from the mischance? By keeping the ship or not allowing the ship to go towards the shore and keep it floating in the water. Yes, you're right. Good. Thank you. Question number 5. What role does the sea storm play in the development of the plot? What role does the sea storm play in the development of the plot? Did anybody write this one? This is a tough question. Did anybody attempt? If somebody has attempted, that means he is really a studious student and he reads the notes. I asked you to read the notes in the workbook. If you haven't answered, means you are not reading workbook notes. Anybody answered? I just want to know. If you haven't answered, I will give you the answer, no problem. Nobody? Nobody is lifting. Okay, no problem. Take page number 24. Page number 24. Oh, sorry. Just wait. Page number, 24. The title of the play, page number 24, the title of the play. There's a heading called the title of the play, last item. In the notes before the assignment begins, just you turn back to a page. On page number 24, the title of the play is given there. What role does a sea storm play in the development of the plot? The storm gives the play its title. That's all. Okay, I will just read the answer. I have just written down. I just read it slowly. The storm, representing chaos, violence, and destruction, gives the play its title. The sea storm becomes the base, since every subsequent event of the play flows from the sea storm, that is, the tempest, in the bracket, the tempest, and the consequent shipwreck. Full stop. That's all. I'll read once again. The storm, representing chaos, violence, and destruction, gives the play its title. Next sentence. The sea storm becomes the base, since every subsequent event of the play flows from the sea storm, in brackets, the tempest, and the consequent shipwreck. Okay, if you haven't got, doesn't matter. When you get the video, you can write it down. Last question. Give the meaning of the following words as they are used in the context of the passage. A, counselor. B, elements. Did anybody write? Just raise your hand. Okay, Anushka has written. Okay, so okay, you'll give chance to others. Sani Akathun.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, counselor means king's advisor.
King's advisor. Okay, you can say also a member of the royal council.
Yes.
That's a meaning given there in the book. A member of the royal council. What you said is correct. No problem. A
Yes,
member of the royal council. And what is elements?
Sir, here elements refer to the winds, waves, oceans, etc.
Wind. Four things are
Wave.
there. Wind, waves, storm,
And ocean.
ocean. Very good. Very good. That's the answer. Okay, thank you. Now we'll go to passage number 2. Read the following passage and answer the questions that follow. Gonzalo's passage, I have great comfort from this fellow. That's the one. Question number 1. Who is this fellow referred to in the extract? Who is this fellow referred to in the extract? Why does Gonzalo have great comfort from him? Who has written? Okay, Shubhan Chaurasya.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes. Sir, first one will be the fellow one, sir, boatswain.
Read it what you have written.
The boatswain is the fellow referred to in the extract.
So, who is this fellow referred to the extract? So, the boatswain, you're right, but actually, you should start with the extract starting with the this fellow in single inverted comma. In single inverted comma, you write this fellow refers to the boatswain. That's all. Okay. Why does Gonzalo have great comfort from him?
Sir, as the situation becomes worse on the ship, then Gonzalo tries to make light of the situation by saying that this boatsman is so rude, and in my opinion, he should be hanged by the rope.
Oh, you're going with beating around. Your answer should be personal and perfect. You should not say anything that is not needed.
Yes.
Why does Gonzalo have great comfort from him? Okay, we'll ask somebody else. Anshika Srivastava. Let's see what is your answer.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So Gonzalo is having great comfort from him because he says that boatswain cannot die by drowning as he is fit for gallows.
Very excellent. That's enough.
He die by as he has disrespected the king.
Very good.
That
So, okay, very good. What I have written, I'll just say, since there are no signs showing that boatswain will be drowned, Gonzalo is comforted. Because if boatswain dies of shipwreck, that is drowning, Gonzalo and others also will drown and die. That's the thing. Okay. Question number 2. What has this fellow asked the passengers to do? What has this fellow asked the passengers to do? Anandeshwar?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, boatsman asked the passengers to go into the cabin and not disturb him.
Very good. Very good. That's all. That is too short. You can make it little longer. But even if you write, that's correct. What I have written is, if you can see, this is also to check. This fellow will say, oh, you know, who is this fellow? Who is this fellow?
Sir, that's the boatsman.
So if you can write something like this fellow, in bracket you write boatswain, ask the passengers not to disturb their attempt to save the ship from wrecking and go into the cabin and remain there.
Sir, for more clearance, can we write boatsman in bracket?
Now that's what I said. No, this fellow in brackets, boatswain, asked the passengers not to disturb their attempt to save the ship from wrecking and go into the cabin and remain there. That's enough.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Good. Next question, question number 3. Where does this scene take place? Describe the chaos and confusion in the scene. Anybody? Raise your hand, please. Okay, Anushka.
So the first answer will be on a ship at sea.
Where does I want to know how you're answering. Give me a full answer. Where does this scene take place?
The scene took place on a ship at sea,
Okay.
and the chaos.
You must use that word on board the ship. Don't forget. This scene takes place on board the ship at sea. On board the ship at sea. That's the correct answer. Okay. Wow. Then the second part.
A furious storm was blowing together with the noise of thunder and lightning.
Okay.
There seems to be no hope of survival. The passengers are screaming and shouting in desperation. There is chaos, violence, and disruption all around the ship.
Okay. We can add one more word about the boatswain and mariners are trying to save the ship. You can add one more point if you want. If you don't add also, no problem. Very good. Thank you. Next, fourth question. In the modern times, confusion and chaos is shown on the stage by using modern equipment. How did Shakespeare produce such an effect on the stage? Did anybody try? It is a difficult answer. It's given in the workbook. If nobody has tried, I will give you the answer. Again on pair. Somebody is there? Anushka, you tried? Yes. No. Okay, doesn't matter. Page number 24, once again on page number 24. Stage devices, the heading called stage devices, the first heading. Page number 24, the first heading, stage devices. The answer is in that paragraph. The answer is like this. It is there. After you can, starting with the stage devices, that is lighting change. Okay. I will read the answer. Cymbals are a musical instrument. So two pieces, like two small pieces of things. So they hold in both hands. There's a string they hold in the hand. When they have bhajan service and all, you'll see this in the Hindu temples. They'll be having bhajans. That time they'll be using cymbals. Okay. Cymbals and drums. So how do they create stage devices? So in the modern times, confusion and chaos is shown on the stage by using modern equipment. How did Shakespeare produce such an effect on the stage? Okay, the answer is by the use of cymbals and drums. Then sailors yells by actors of the stage, especially through the characters. Characters, feelings, expressions, reactions, emotions. What they say to do. You just read through that paragraph, you'll get the answer. You can write on your own words. Page number 24, stage devices. Okay. Turn next page, question number 5. Why did the passengers travel in the ship? Why did the passengers travel in the ship? What was their condition during the tempest? I think you may not know that because we haven't studied that story. This is coming from a later part of the story. I will give you the answer. You can note it down. The passengers had been to Tunis The passengers had been to Tunis. Tunis, Tunis. Tunis. And one more you have to remember is Claribel. So the passengers had been to Tunis. Tunis is a place. The passengers had been to Tunis, comma, and is on their way back after attending the marriage of Claribel, the daughter of Alonso. See, simply, I'll explain. You write in your own words. King Alonso's daughter, Claribel, was given in marriage in a place called Tunis. Place called Tunis, Tunis. So all of them had gone for the marriage. King and his men had gone to attend the marriage of Claribel in Tunis. Now they are on their way back. That's all. So why did the passengers travel in the ship? The passengers traveled in the ship to attend the marriage of Claribel, the daughter of King Alonso, at Tunis. The passengers traveled in the ship to attend the marriage of Claribel, the daughter of Alonso, at Tunis. That was enough. Second part, what was their condition during the tempest? That you know, their condition in tempest, they were faced with heavy wind, lightning, thunder, and the ship was moving towards the shore and about to get stuck at the shore or in the mud. That's enough. Question number 6. Give the meaning of the following words as they are used in the context of the passage. Drowning mark and advantage. Did anybody write? Drowning mark, advantage. Abu Balal? Okay. Abu Balal, let's see.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir,
drowning mark. What is the meaning of drowning mark?
sir, indication of death by drowning.
Excellent. That's correct. Indication of death by drowning. What is advantage?
Advantage means, sir, benefit.
Benefit. Excellent. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Next passage. Read the following passage. Answer the questions that follow. Boatswain and Sebastian. Boatswain speaking out down the topmast of that. Sebastian is saying a plague on your throat. Okay. Question number 1. What is the boatswain trying to do? How does the extract show that the people were in danger during the tempest? Yeah, those who are written, please give a try. Ron?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Okay.
Sir, in the last answer which you told, sir, why did the passengers travel in the ship?
Yeah.
Sir, you told that we haven't yet learned that scene yet about the Tunis and that wedding.
Okay.
Sir, so can we write the answer like Alonso was returning from the wedding of his daughter?
Oh, that's what you're saying. No.
No, sir. Instead of writing the name.
Names without giving the names. It's fine.
Yes, sir.
It's fine. It's fine.
It is correct.
It's correct.
Okay,
But,
sir. Thank you.
But if you can write, it's more impressive.
Okay, sir.
Right. You want to answer this one? Okay, then do it. Okay. Somebody else, anybody has written the answer for this question? What is boatswain trying to do? How does the extract show that the people were in danger during the tempest? Nobody has written? It's easy one. Somebody, okay. Ron, if you don't want to try, okay. Shivansh is ready. Okay. Shivansh.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, boatswain was trying to protect the ship by encouraging his soldiers so that the ship can be protected from sinking.
You're right. Little more. How, in what way or what happened to the ship?
Yes, sir.
What happened to the ship and how he is trying to save? Little more clarity. What you said is correct only.
Yes, sir.
What is the boatswain trying to do? What happened to the ship? Where is the ship going? Or where the ship was moving towards what?
Was moving towards the middle of the sea where
No. Moving towards the shore. It was moving towards the shore.
Yes, sir.
To the shallow waters. So you wanted to boatswain and wanted to save the ship from going towards the shore and getting stuck in the ground. Getting stuck in the ground. That you must say. That you must say. Then only it's clear, no? What is the boatswain trying to do? He's trying to save the ship from getting wrecked. If you say that much also said up. He is trying to save the ship from wrecking by hitting the ground. You can use your own words, no problem. But only thing should be conveyed. And second part, is there a second part? Okay. How does the start show that the people were in danger during the tempest?
Sir, it's so the extent shows the people were in danger by the line "Mercy on us."
Okay. They were all worried. They were all they were praying, seeking help, all those things. Okay, right.
Thank you, sir.
So number 2, how can you say from this scene that Shakespeare had the sound knowledge of a ship at sea? This was a difficult one. Page number 23. Please turn to page number 23. Page number 23. Accurate depiction of seamanship. Accurate depiction of seamanship. Page number 23. Critical appreciation. In that, under that heading, accurate depiction of seamanship. Is their answer is there. I'll just read it out. You can write it on your own afterwards. Accurate depiction of seamanship. The scene has many terms of seamanship. This shows Shakespeare had sound knowledge of the ship at sea. So you can use some of the things. What things you'll use? What are the names you'll use? We are saying that the scene has many terms of seamanship. Then you can give in bracket. What are the words you will give? Anybody? Anybody? Anybody wants to try? Otherwise, I'll give. You can give like mast, M-A-S-T, mast. You can give sails, mast, sails, anchor, A-N-C-H-O-R, anchor, bow of the ship, deck, cabin. All these are technical words. Boatswain, master. All these are technical names. Those words you can give in the bracket. So, accurate depiction of seamanship. The scene has many terms of seamanship, but he gives some of these words in the bracket. This shows that Shakespeare had sound knowledge of ship at sea. Excellent answer. Enough. Okay. Question number 3. Judging from his speech, what sort of a man is Boatswain? Judging from the speech, what sort of a man is Boatswain? Anybody wants to try? This is easy. This is easy. Last day I was taking class, I explained also. Okay, Ron wants to. Okay, Sania Katun will give a chance. Sania, okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, boatswain is a confident person. He is confident in his work, but he is highly respectful and insolent person.
Highly respectful or irrespectful?
Disrespectful.
Disrespectful. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Will you say once more?
Yes, sir. So, boatswain is a confident person. He is confident in his work, but he is highly disrespectful and insolent person, as he talks to the royal party in the discourse.
Very good. That's enough. You are writing in your own. There's no problem. Whatever you write is correct. What I have written, I'll just read it out. The boatswain is straightforward and duty-minded. He believes only in himself and does not care for others' feelings because he is busy saving the ship. His language is rude and impolite. Whatever you write, no problem. These elements should be brought in. That's all. What are the elements you should bring in? That is straightforward, He is duty-minded. He is impolite. These three qualities should be brought out. He is straightforward, he is duty-minded, he is impolite in his talk to others. That's all. Okay. Next question. Who are Sebastian, Antonio, and Gonzalo? Aditya Jaiswal is there. Anandeshwar is there. Anybody who hasn't first time lifting hand, I am just looking. Only those who are giving answers, only they keep giving. Others are not trying at all. Newly, Ananya Jaiswal. Okay.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, is the brother of Alonso, and Antonio is the Prospero's brother,
Okay.
the unseen Duke of Milan, and Gonzalo an honest old counselor.
Okay. So, but when you ask who are Sebastian, Antonio, and Gonzalo, the moment you ask first, what should you begin with? Answer should begin with. They are royal passengers, royal travelers, or royal passengers, you must say. They are royal passengers, or you can say distinguished personalities or important people. Then you can explain each of them. Sebastian is brother of King Alonso, Antonio is brother of Prospero, who has served the dukedom, and Gonzalo is the counselor to King Alonso. So, but we must start with who are Sebastian, Antonio, and Gonzalo. Sebastian, Antonio, and Gonzalo are part of the royal team, or part of they are royal travelers or distinguished personalities, whatever may be. You must start like that, then you explain who they are. That's enough. Okay, thank you. Next one, compare the character of Sebastian with that of Gonzalo. Compare the character of Sebastian with that of Gonzalo. Okay, Sania wants to try.
Yes, sir. Sebastian is the brother of King Alonso. He is a villain because he becomes a partner with.
Slow. Too fast, we can't understand. Go slowly.
Sir, Sebastian is brother of King Alonso. He is a villain because he becomes a partner with Antonio in the conspiracy against his brother. Alonso, whereas the Gonzalo is an honest courtier at the court of the King Alonso. He is sympathetic in nature and loyal too.
Okay. So one more point you could add is Sebastian is very negative in his outlook, and Gonzalo is what? Very opposite of negative. Positive. Gonzalo is very positive. Sebastian is very negative in his outlook, whereas Gonzalo is very positive. Okay, we'll go to next one. Give the meaning of the following words as they are used in the context. Plague and blasphemous. Plague and blasphemous. Anybody? Okay, Vinayak Tabravan. Vinayak?
Morning, sir.
Some problem with your network, I think.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir,
Plague is a
curse.
Plague is a curse, and blasphemous is
Curse.
okay. There's some little problem with your network. Very good. Talking irreverently. That's correct. Plague is a curse, and blasphemous is talking irreverently. Thank you. Last passage. Antonio, Hank, Kerr, Botswain, Leher, Hold, Marinus, all lost. Who is the first question? Who is insolent noisemaker? What is he busy doing? Why is Antonio talking to him impatiently? Anybody wants to try? Because we have little time only. Sania?
No, sir, I can't give them.
Okay. Ron, you want to try? Ron?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, Boatswain is the insolent noisemaker.
Correct.
Sir, he is busy in telling his sailors to adjust the sail of the ships.
Okay.
And Antonio is talking to him impatiently because he is he doesn't have the hope that the sailors are doing their best to save the ship from wreck.
Okay. What I have, very good. Right. I'll just read out what I have written. Boatswain is the insolent noisemaker, same. He is busy saving the ship and bringing it back to the mainstream. Okay. And why is he talking impatiently? Talking him to Gonzalo is talking, Antonio is talking to him impatiently. Why? Because he does not give respect to him. And he is very impolite. He does not give respect to him and others. And boatswain is very impolite. That's enough. Okay, good. What Ronnie said is correct. I'm just adding it more. That's all. Okay. This one. Why is Gonzalo confident that the boatswain will not die by drowning? This is very simple answer. Okay. Sania?
Yes, sir. Gonzalo was confident that the boatsman will not die by drowning because, according to him, there are no signs on boatsman's face which show that he will not die by drowning.
Okay, very good. So there are no drowning marks on him, but he would die only by hanging. Okay. Question number 3. What is the attitude of the following towards the danger in the ship? That he can write. What is Antonio's attitude and what is Gonzalo's attitude? It's already time, so I don't want to. And how do the following react to the shipwreck? Boatswain, how does he react? And mariners, how do they react? And last question, how does Shakespeare create an atmosphere of fear storm in the sea? That is a little difficult question. That is through noise, confusion. Maybe I will just test that one and send it to you. I'll just test it and send it to you afterwards. That only that question number 4, 5. That I will send it afterwards. The last one, question number 6. Give the meaning of the following words as they are used in the context of the passage. Insolent. Insolent is rude and arrogant. Rude, we can give rude or arrogant. Either rude or arrogant, any one of it is okay. Warrant means guarantee. 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 Warrant is guarantee. That's all.